no matter what sport you do, is to have your name on something. So when I was able to get my first pro model back in 2008, like, my excitement level was through the roof. Now, after having 4 pro models, working on my 5th, you just really start to look back on all the experiences you've had on all these boards. And that's like one of the biggest things for me. It's not just a piece of foam that you work on for a year. It's like the crew that you rode with that year, the different tricks you've learned, the places you've gone, the people you've met. Like, each board, each graphic, it's definitely like a time capsule. It's memories, it's people that have come and gone and throughout my life and my career that have helped me become who I am today. It's pretty cool to look back on all those great memories. Coming into 2008, when I got the call to do my first pro model, you know, you're so stoked. When I got the call, I knew that I wanted to work with Scott Bouchard. I definitely had the utmost respect for him and wanted to have him shape my boards. So in 2008, this is the B-side, first pro model ever. You know, I think I was on cloud 9, was so stoked when we were designing this thing. This is my best year during contests. You know, 2008, got 2nd overall on the Pro Tour, was pretty much making every finals. Going into 2009 with the next one was probably the worst year of my career. I think I was just so excited about getting my first pro model. And I think I was so young too that I was almost scared to say, you know what, I don't really like this. This is the result of it, you know, a good year and a bad year. Had a lot going on the bottom. It grabbed too much. I like a more loose feeling board. When you're designing something, you always evolve into something better. And I feel that, you know, this was a good starting point and something that taught me a lot for, you know, going in and changing my next board. 2010 to 2014 were some pretty special times in my career. We had such an insane crew. All we did was party together, travel, rode every single day, no worries in the world, and we were just like pushing each other, and the riding was just unreal. You know, you had Kyle Alberts, Derek Grassman, Jeff House, Andrew Atkinson was living out here at the time, Rob Corum was out here, Spencer Norris. Like, the crew that we had was just so tight-knit and so fun that you couldn't have a bad day on the water. This board definitely really pushed my riding and helped me progress a lot more. It just felt so good under my feet. I was able to do my first wake-to-wake toe 10, I think in 2012. And then in 2014, I did the first ever wake-to-wake toe back 9. Huge for myself, and this board has definitely, you know, brought back a lot of memories. With this shape here, we really simplified. So I really focused on making sure the rocker line was good, simplifying the bottom of it. I didn't need too much going on because at the end of the day, I personally think less is better. Super poppy, landed good, and released super well. So yeah, this board, lots of memories, good times on. Started in 2013. That was kind of when cable was really starting to make a really big push. So that's when kind of the hybrid board came out. And we tried to design something that was good for cable and boat. And in my personal opinion now, that after designing this board, it was good for both, but it just wasn't great for either. You know, on this board there are definitely a lot of good memories as well though. You know, in 2013, my daughter was born, got dropped from Red Bull. Pretty much switched my attitude around to go out and ride and prove people wrong. And you know, for me, I kind of fed off that. And I think that really changed my career for the better. You know, they always say everything happens for a reason. And that was another trigger point that created another great 3 years for me. All right, so in 2015 was the last year that we did the Webb board. We moved it more to just a strictly cable board while we were designing a new board for 2016. So in 2015, we started prototyping the Relapse. And the Relapse is by far my favorite board that I've ever designed. I actually rode this board for probably most of 2015 before the original 16 came out, just testing it. I liked it so much that I couldn't go back to my previous shape. I actually won Bro Stock in 2015 on it, did a toe back 9. That was an unreal year. was having so much fun on this board. Like, it was nice to finally have a board underneath my feet that just felt like part of me. I broke this board a couple weeks after Brostock, and I think I cried a little bit. So yeah, this thing has been a game changer in my career for sure. My most important accomplishment on this board would be probably sharing wakeboarding with other people. You know, I kind of took my focus away from the contests and was on the road more, traveling, doing demos and clinics and trying to get more people behind the boat. So I definitely had a lot of good contests and good, you know, video sections and parts on this board. But really for me, like, was the impact that I tried to have on, you know, the young up-and-comers, the new people in the industry, and just try to, you know, share the love. The relapse board has been like the best shape that I've ever created, and I would have to say it's probably some of my favorite parts of my career. You know, my riding level to just the confidence on the water. But creating something new always throws in that extra kink, I guess. One, how are you going to make it better than what you have in the past? And that's always a big thing, because the last place you want to go is backwards. And when you have something that you like so much, it's really knowing your shaper, knowing the guy that you're working with to create something that is forward-thinking and will help your riding progress. And not only that, but everyone else out there enjoy. Just got to Scott Bouchard's warehouse. That's where he does all his shaping and whatnot, so gonna go in, work on this new board.